All right, just got done reviewing yesterday's games. It did not go well at all. The review was very eye-opening. Let's see if I can fix some of those problems tonight. All right, white pieces, Stonewall. C6 first. All right, two knights come out. I've got to play f4. Can't risk e5 coming in. Knight out, knight to d2, castle. Maybe I should prevent that bishop from coming in. Yeah. So he brings it anyway. Okay. All standard moves so far. We're on move 5. Okay. Put the knight in. I'm expecting his knight to come in. Which would lead to takes. Ooh, no, I can't. Not until I get my knight out of dodge. My knight wants to get to e5 once I unpin myself. Okay. Easy move to make. Part of my structure. Don't want to do that and ruin this pawn chain. So I'm going to castle. Probably should have played h3 there, but I want to keep my pawn on h2 as long as I can for a rook lift. I'd like to have my rook on h3 instead. I could play h3, takes, and comes over. Nope, we can't come over anymore. Let's see, that's why I don't like h3. And he hasn't castled yet. So I think h3 is the next move. I like that my opponent's taking his time. I've already got my moves in mind here. I don't think I'm missing anything. I mean, this is book for me. Be interesting to see what the computer says. Wow. Really thinking. Castle, develop the queen. All sorts of options. Knight e4. So it's going to castle queenside. Can't stop that. Just gonna play the book move. See how he reacts. Okay. I could take. Do I want his pawn here? Not really. I would like for my f-file to open up. So, I'm thinking queen e2. Let's take a minute. Queen b3 would be nice if he castles queenside. But I think I'm going to go with my gut. Then again, I could just put my knight on e5 and recapture with the knight. Save my queen for the queen side. Let's do that. I don't think I've ever done this. I guess I could pre-move the knight. And I think I'll stick it right back in there. But before I do that, I guess it depends on who he castles. If he castles kingside, okay. So there go all my plans there. I'm going to stick with my original plan. It's where the knight belongs. I'd love to recapture, open up that file. Strong central knight. It's not going to get kicked away anytime real fast. Alright. I've got to do something. My d2 knight. Love to see it. Where's it going? I'll be happy swapping knights. Got a nice pawn chain pointing towards the king side. That's where I should be playing. Get all my pieces over there. Even though I don't have the king to attack, just push my way through. Look for an advantage. I would say that pawn structure is a nice advantage. Open F file, semi-open F file. Okay. That knight doesn't have a whole lot of scope. So, knight F3. And then what? Don't really like that. That seems like a more logical move. What would the computer say? Hmm. Supposed to be playing on the king side. Need to do something with my bishop. Get my knight out. Wait, no. This is the move. Challenge his center. Yeah. I think that's the move. Solves the problem of my knight. Centralizes it. Opens the diagonal for the bishop. If he doesn't take, I'm taking. I've got a space advantage. But I'm not developed enough. I don't want to make one move threats. It won't get me very far. Oh, he disconnected? I hope it's just, it looks like it's just a poor internet connection. I hope he gets back in the game. I'm actually in a middle game that I'm happy with. I want to see where this goes. This sucks. Not how I want to win. What's that? Huh. Weakened his king side. Oh, I said I was going to take. Now bringing my queen over to the queen side makes a whole lot more sense. Man, the pawns are telling me to go king side. Ooh. Tough decision. He's exposed his king. I don't really want to go after that bishop. It's not doing anything. But it just, yeah. It's got to be right. Maybe he'll push that other pawn. I think he'll just, smart move is just to get back, protect the king. But that drops a pawn. And because of that, he might push b6. Okay. don't want to go for this kind of thing and ruin my beautiful pawns. So the natural move. So this is coming. Yeah. Do I want to do that? Should I open the center up? Go after the king. I'd like to get the bishop developed. I'm just going to play quietly. I think I'm going to go ahead and undo my pawns just to get an attack going on the king. I should have put my bishop on e3. Okay. Challenging my pawn structure. To take is a mistake. Or I like that better. It's probably going to push g5. I could just drop back. Okay. Recapture. My bishop is okay. Yeah. I'm liking where this is headed. And we're even material. Doesn't feel like an even game, though. I'd like to see the eval bar. I don't think I'm looking at his threads enough. I'm not really seeing any. That feels like a mistake. Just want to double. Hmm. I don't know about that one. Exposing the king. But I don't think he'll get to me. I think he's got to go all the way back. Goes there. Yeah. Oof. So if I go there, he comes here with check. I drop the bishop. I don't want to move my knight. Maybe it's time to double. He's going to double. He's got that dark squared bishop. So I'm going to double like this. I need to get my queen back in the game. So today, via Chessmood, I was studying rook play, controlling open files, doubling, getting to the 6th, 7th, 8th ranks. Picked up some things I should have known already. I'd like to be able to put them in play here. I'm not doing takes. Just take, I lose that. And I can't take with the pawn. Oh man, nice, nice. Good move. Good move. Nicely done. Let's unpin the knight. I mean king. Oh man. I'm an idiot. Just dropped a rook. Should have taken more time. Yeah. And down will go the bishop too. Damn it. I'm down 8 points. So I just threw this one away. Wow. That's it. Blew it. Blew it. Second. Maybe I can get a perpetual. My only hope is to queen. That's me. Good game. One move. Blew it. I'm going to do a review.
Not every game goes your way, but there are always some learning moments.
Horrible accuracy. 2 blunders. Played like a 350. Wow, no way. Come on. I was playing very well until that mistake.
Opening with the queen's pawn, D, their knight. You had a chance to play. They bring out the. This is a fine. They are threatening to. You stop. This move clears the way. Developing the knight. And this move pins your knight to your. With that move, they overlooked an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. Castling kingside tends to be safer because your king is further from the center. It was an even game, but now you have the advantage. Pawns are your king's first line of defense. Moving this one creates unnecessary risks.
Should play b4.
This move puts their bishop on a... You overlooked an opportunity to move a bishop to safety.
Wow.
They exchange pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. You are now able to kick a bishop. This offers a trade to your opponent. Now you have to double pawn. A logical capture. Moving their threatened knight to safety. You missed an opportunity to kick a bishop. Adding support to pawn chain. That was a fair trade. Recaptures.
Wow.
You activate your piece and win time by attacking a bishop. A correct move to get their bishop out of harm's way. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. The game was fairly balanced, but now your opponent's position has worsened. You had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal.
B3. B3.
You are now able to win a pawn by eventually kicking it. You're going to end up losing a pawn. Your opponent's... You missed an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. You permitted the opponent to sacrifice a rook. They overlooked an opportunity to win material through a tactic.
Takes.
You allowed the opponent to capture a knight and win material. They overlooked an opportunity to capture a knight and win material after... You allowed the opponent to win material because the defenders pinned.
Wow. Okay. So this
They missed a chance to win material because the defenders pinned.
Yeah.
You permitted the opponent to win material because the defenders pinned. They capitalized on the pin, winning material. You left your rook vulnerable to being captured. They captured your vulnerable rook.
Wow. So it went
You
south.
left your... They missed it. You allowed the opponent... They overlooked an... You allowed the opponent... They overlooked an op... You missed an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. Your opponent's move wins your pawn. You're going to end up losing a pawn. You are now able to win a pawn by eventually kicking. Your opponent's... You missed an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. You permitted the opponent to sacrifice a... They overlooked an opportunity to win material through a tactic.
All right. Let's get another game going. I'm not sure what the... 15, there we go. Knight c3. Let's go castle queenside. Wish I hadn't played bishop g7 so fast. I should have noticed that the queen side was prioritized. It's okay. It's okay. b5 is coming. Queen a5. I'm supposed to take. Queen will be misplaced there. Queen, bishop. Should I kick the knight now? No. I'm going to go ahead and give him to push his pawns. No mistakes this time. No mistakes. I need a win. Okay, I've lost 7 straight. If I kick that knight, e5 will be undefended. He doesn't play a3. It's just inviting. Might be 4. Interesting. Hmm. I'm not going to take that. I think I'm just going to move my knight. Kind of ugly, but I would like to launch a full-scale attack. So I'm just going to bring them all over. I wasn't anticipating that move. Maybe I should just take it. I think so. Oof. I'm not happy with this. It's going to be a slow attack. I wonder what the eval bar looks like. As much as I'm not developed, he's not developed either. About to drop it. Yeah. my ass kicked now. Well, it is defended. Please take my rook. Oh, man. Still even. I want to trade off these rooks. Decrease his chances of mating me. Takes. Check. Go up. Oof. Can't develop. Can't give him time to develop. I need to do something. Defends. So he's going to Fianchetto. Okay. faster. I'm just going to push it. He's going to close things up. There's no en passant there, right? um, Knight has no future. Wants to remove the defender. It's time to trade off. That pawn move was horrible. He's got too much coming at me. If I take, now he gets his. Ugh, losing. I'm actually up a pawn. Wow. This is going to be hard to pull off. Yeah. Not looking good. Knights protect each other, but another loss. Wow. It's too impatient, I guess. I've got to get this pawn up here. too. Take that knight. Easy. Straight down. Oh, got nowhere to go with my pieces. Take with the knight. He's just going to come over. Take with the rook. He's going to take my knight. I think it's all downhill anyway. Yeah, it's a big. I can't go there. Yeah, okay. Sure. Oh, you should have gone E. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see what the plan is. Yeah. Need a blunder. Take the ball. Take the ball. Maybe I have a chance. Can't check me. Knight takes pawn. That's the answer. Knight takes pawn. They see it. It's taking enough time. Come on, move. Give me a chance. It's me. What? Wow. Wow. To take my time here. Or should I just promote? Take the pawn check. Then what? Perpetual? I have the advantage of time. We do have the increment. A check here keeps him in the center. Probably should have taken more time on that one. I think I have a win here. Wait, that wasn't threefold. the hell? That wasn't threefold. What? It wasn't the same check. I guess I should be happy with the draw, but man, I had to win. Damn it. Well, let's review this one. These accuracies, wow. Wow, crap. Blunders. He had 6 great moves. We both played 500. What? That's not right, man. All right.
Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more decent. Good move. Textbook play so far.
So,
their queen move. You fianchetto. Bishop e3 develops the bishop toward the center and protects the d4 pawn.
Because that queenside knight and bishop are out, this is where I should have played. I should have left my bishop back.
You feel their queen. Good move. They are threatening to attack. That was an even. A clear recap. You had a better option, but this is not bad.
So e5 was better. Would I open up the middle? Maybe. Yeah. Crap.
They missed a chance to create a pawn chain. You get a chance to kick a knight. You missed an opportunity to kick a knight. Your opponent makes a pawn chain, making their structure more robust. You missed an opportunity to capture a pawn that was threatening to win material. They exchange pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. This move forces your rook to retreat. You found a safer square for your rook. You are forced to lose castling rights. You step your king away. They bring out their knight. You kicked your opponent's. They move the knight to safety. You overlooked an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. Your opponent had the upper hand, but now the game is close to equal. You permitted the opponent to win a pawn through a fork. You missed a chance to punish your opponent's error. They missed a chance to win a pawn through a fork. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They had a better way to connect rooks. You permitted the opponent to eventually win a bishop. Your opponent's move wins. You are losing a queen this way.
Losing a queen? What the hell are you talking about?
Precise move from your. You missed an opportunity to block a check from the opposing queen.
What, and drop it? No.
Placing the rook, you permitted the opponent. They missed a chance to checkmate the king.
Oh. Oh. Wow, what a big miss.
You allowed the opponent to checkmate the king. They overlooked an opportunity to checkmate the king. You allowed the opponent to win material through a fork. They overlooked an opportunity to win material through a fork. You escaped the check from the queen. They found a way to win your pawn. You missed an opportunity to move a knight to safety. You allowed the opponent to sacrifice a rook for a nice tactic. You got lucky here. Your opponent missed the chance to capitalize on your mistake.
Wow, this was bad.
Recapturing. A straightforward. You are threatening to win material through a tactic? They've made a mistake, and their knight is now lost. They had a better way to capture a free pawn. This move wins a knight. Their king steps away. You captured a. They move. This is a. Their king steps away from. This is a fine move. They move their king out of the check from your queen. This is a fine move. Their king steps away from the... You overlooked an opportunity to defend a pawn that was under attack. This is the only move that... You dodged the check. They played... You step... This move gives you the opportunity to win their knight. By moving too quickly, they missed the only good move in this position. That pawn was yours for the taking.
So I should have promoted, traded queens, and then promoted. Man.
They move their king out of the check from... You overlooked an opportunity to capture a free pawn. Their move stopped. You escaped the check from... They are right on target. You dodged... This is the only good move. Defend... You step your king... This is the only move... This is the only move that works, and you found it. You escaped the check from the queen. This is the only good move. The game ended in a draw by repetition. Their moves. You overlooked an opportunity. They moved their king out of the check. That pawn was yours for the taking.
Yeah, I blew it. I had to win.
This move gives you the opportunity to win their knight. By moving too quickly, they missed the only good move in this position.
No, takes. No.
That pawn was yours for the taking. They move their king out of the check from your queen. You overlooked an opportunity to capture a free pawn.
Doesn't work that way.
Their move stopped you from being able to tactically win a knight.
Well, another game. Spend time with my wife. We know the answer to that one. So, we'll get back at it tomorrow.